Hi, Collective. My name is Marlissa, and this is At Word from Mars Tarot. And today I'm here to bring you the new moon reading. The new moon is in the sign of Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio, Tauruses, Leos, and Aquariuses may feel a bit more, impacted by this new moon. New moons are a time of manifesting, but also it being during, Scorpio, season. There could be some death that's taking place, death and rebirth. So transformation, a lot of changing. So if you like it here, if you like it here, if you love it here, please like the video, share, subscribe. All right. Already intuitively here, I do feel like for some of you, you may have something going on with your family, whether it's blood relatives or people who have been chosen family, because I will tell you that when I was pulling cards, the family card came out twice, all right? But it was just like, it came out with other cards and I only needed one. So I put it back, but it just makes me feel like some of you are going through something transformational, with your family or with your family system or how you're viewing your family. Something could be going on there. Okay. So you're going to see me reading from the book because I kind of like merged two spreads that they suggested. So I'm going to read the questions from there and then just tell you what we have here. I do feel like there is heavy water sign energy here. Water and maybe earth, all right? And maybe a bit of air. So the only thing I'm not really seeing is like fire, and this is just all based off of intuition. I see Scorpio here, and I feel like Cancer and Pisces energy is here for sure, and Aquarius. I feel some earth energy here. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So yeah, but you take it, how it resonates. This is a collective reading, so this is all energy. Okay. So the first thing that we have here, what did I ask? What is sprouting? What is sprouting? And so I feel like what is sprouting here for you, collective, is some of you are beginning to take care of your mental in a better way. You are changing the way that you think. You're changing the way that you're talking to yourself. And when you do that, your world changes. When you change what's going on up here, how you're thinking, especially if you were a negative thinker, and as you start putting more gratitude out there, like your world literally changes. Even when there's fucked up stuff happening, it's like you don't take it to heart as much. All right, so I'm gonna read you this card. The symbol is mala beads. Keywords: affirmation, consciousness, inner voice, alignment. Our awakened soul is deep in meditation and contemplation. Hold on. There we go. She is watching her inner dialogue, the running voice of her mind, from a peaceful perspective. It's in this state that she can detach herself from emotions and triggers and see them for what they really are. By taking the time to view her thoughts and contemplate their power in her life, she can choose what she allows in her mental and energetic space. She is using her mala beads to repeat her affirmations to align her mental state with the vibration to create the life she wants. This is a practice that requires the time and dedication, and she has made it a daily habit that has served her over the years. Awaken meaning: it is time for you to bring your consciousness to your inner dialogue. Too often, we allow too many limiting thoughts to dwell in our mind, which is the starting place for manifestation. During this practice, it is key not to judge yourself for what you may hear yourself saying. Practice changes things over time. You are being urged to use positive and kind words when you think about yourself and when you talk about yourself. I'm going to say that 2 more times. You are being urged to use positive and kind words when you think about yourself and when you talk about yourself. You are being urged to use positive and kind words when you think about yourself and when you talk about yourself. This also goes for how you choose to speak about other people. This also goes for how you choose to speak about other people. This also goes for how you choose to speak about other people. Often it is much easier to see the negative rather than the positive. Words have power. They are creators. For those of you who are more religious, death and life, are in the power of the tongue, all right? Where was I at? Even though it seems simple, when you harness this, it can radically change your life and the way you view yourself, your situations, and other people, which is what I said earlier, right? This is a call to use your affirmations and positive mantras daily. Align your daily routine to support these affirmations so that manifestation becomes a fluid and constant result. The shadow meaning of this card: negative self-talk, being unaware of your thoughts, being harsh with your words. Affirmation: I align my words to create a positive reality. Personal reflections: what are some of the ways you can use words more positively in your daily life? So yeah, this is something that is sprouting. Like, you may not quite be there, but you're going to, you're going to get there, all right? And that's lovely and that's beautiful. And I love that for you because, having negative thinking or speaking harshly to yourself or speaking harshly to others, it doesn't really feel good. It has a heavier, feeling. So I love that for y'all, okay? The next card here. What did I ask here? I said, what is blocking my manifestation mojo? What is blocking my manifestation mojo? By the way, if you've made it this far, hopefully I remember to put this in the description. If you missed the 11/11 reading, and you didn't watch it by 11/11, make sure you watch it when you watch this reading, all right? Because 11/11 is a portal and it's very strong as far as manifestations. If you manifested on 11/11, revisit those. Revisit those when you watch this reading and maybe put those out again. The new moon is on the 20th. So you have until the 22nd, which is what, Saturday, to really, watch this reading and sit down. We can feel the moon effects, before and after, but I strongly urge, up to get, your manifestations up at least 2 days after the new moon. All right. Also, there were 2 songs I was hearing: Rico Nasty, Poppin, and it was something else and I lost it. Oh, H.E.R, Hard Place. So Rico Nasty, Poppin, and H.E.R, Hard Place. When it comes to Rico Nasty, I feel like that's like how you're supposed to, be feeling about yourself. Like, know that you're popping, all right? Like, you have a lot of magic within you. When it comes to Hard Place by H.E.R, it makes me feel like whatever you're having to, release, or you're being called to release, declutter, let go of, like, it's a rock and a hard place for you, all right? Like, some of you really would choose the other person or the other people over yourself, and I feel like the message is to do the opposite, all right? If I remember, I'll put all that in the description, but I cannot say that I'm going to remember that. So if you're here, you're blessed with that info, okay? So, jumping back to it, what is blocking your manifestation mojo? What's blocking your manifestation mojo is like you holding on to things, all right? You may be making life like more complex than it is. Some of you may be living like a fast life. Some of you may be holding on to things or people that just no longer, serve you. All right. So you're being called to live like a more simple life, like declutter, let go of things, let go of people. All right. Be a little bit honest with yourself about that. Maybe some of you, what's blocking you is like the thinking like, oh, I don't need to declutter, I'm fine. And it's like, baby girl, baby boy, no, you're not. No, you're not. There's some things to let go of, and that's completely okay. All right. So the next card, what can aid in removing it? We have the Judgment card here, and I'm wanting to read this to you. This card reminds me of Scorpio, of course, because Scorpios carry heavy, judgment, energy. All right. Judgment. So, our awakened souls have been chained by their judgments of each other. They have been slowly throwing the chains of judgment around themselves and each other through their words, actions, and thoughts. They have misplaced ideas about the other person and situation that they accept as truth, even without evidence or experience to back it up. This damages each other, their communities, and themselves. They are chipping away at each other and themselves with expectations and standards that are not realistic. Beyond what they can see, they are being energetically bound by crystals that keep them stuck. In this, they are unable to fulfill their purpose in life. They are unable to be the divine beings they are meant to be in this lifetime. They are only concerned with materialistic and shallow things. They are distracted. All right, the awakened meaning here. This card means that there is judgment of yourself, others, and or a situation happening that you need to consider. Judgments are natural but become detrimental when not acknowledged and seen for what they really are. You are being asked not to project what you feel about yourself onto others. You are being asked not to project what you feel about yourself onto others. It is time to see the situation or person in a more balanced and fair manner, even if it's uncomfortable or you need an outside opinion or mediator. You are too close to a bias or emotionally involved to see things without the lens of judgment getting in the way. You may be looking only at the surface of things, and it's time to delve deeper. You may have misjudged what is going on. Find out the root cause of these judgments and why they are something you are carrying around with you. Come back to your ability to find compassion, understanding, and empathy. Misunderstandings and miscommunication can often become judgments if they are not addressed and cleared. Shadow meaning, gossip and vicious words, unfairness, ignorance, lack of reasoning. Affirmation, I bring my judgments into the light of understanding. Personal reflections, are you being overly judgmental in a situation or with the person at present? So, maybe some of you, all right, in the collective, all right, when it says what can aid in removing of it. So, you know, that decluttering that needs to, you know, be done. All right. Some of that is also about like your own shadow work. All right. Some of that is really about your own shadow work, you know, looking within yourself, worrying more about you than you worry about others, and also not being as like judgmental, you know, towards others. So what's blocking your manifestation mojo is not, not decluttering, you know, holding on to things, people, you know, beliefs that have, you know, been expired. All right. And what could aid in removing it is, you releasing some of that judgment that you have towards yourself or others. It's a big let go energy. So in order to move forward, you're needing to declutter how you're thinking about people, how harshly you're thinking about others. All right, and decluttering, making room. So it sounds like some of you all in the collective are needing to, you know, make room for all like alternative beliefs that are differing than yours. All right. What are your energetic allies in manifestation? Your energetic allies in manifestation is your vision and like what you allow to hold your vision. Okay. And so this is the card that's giving me, I read the moon as Cancer, but some people read it as Pisces. But this is also giving me like, it's giving me the mixture of the moon and the high priestess. All right. So that's why I really feel like this is Pisces and Cancerian energy. So a great ally for you is like meditation, you know, keeping your third eye clear, using your third eye versus, you know, these two. Being quiet. Her mouth is not open and her eyes are not open. Your energetic ally is what you visualize. So taking the time to sit down and to just be. All right. Because out of the 5 cards here, 4 of them, the woman's eyes are closed. All right. The mantra card. Look how her eyes are closed. The simplicity card. Her eyes are also closed. There's a lot of feeling that's going on here, but also grounding at the same time. All right. So your energetic ally for manifestation is you sitting down to visualize. So visualizing looks like sitting down, however you like, closing your eyes and seeing what it is that you want. All right. Visualizing, like acting like you're already living in your manifestation, seeing it. Okay. And a lot of you, it's just like whatever forms of meditation, whether it's music meditation, all right, quiet meditation, any meditation underneath the moon, or affirmations, listening to affirmations while meditating and breathing or repeating the affirmations. Okay. And the last card that we have here, What are my next steps to manifest my desires? Gratitude. And her eyes are also closed. This gives me an air sign vibe with the feathers, you know, being around, all right? But gratitude. So when we're not already grateful for what we have, God, source, spirit, universe, you know, your ancestors are like, why would we give more? This person is not even grateful for what they already have. All right. So how you bring your manifestations, you know, closer to you is by putting gratitude out in the universe. And I'm telling you, this reading is speaking for me too. All right. I've literally been, I think you know, depending on what placements you watch, I tell you all that I'm religious and spiritual. And in my Bible plan, like one of the Bible plans I had did, this guy was writing down 3 things that he was grateful for every day. I think he just started off doing it 21 days, and then he ended up doing it for like more than a year. And even though he went through like some of the hardest times in his life, like he also had great blessings that end up coming about because of his posture, like his heart posture, like how he was during that difficult time. So gratitude it changes like the posture of your heart. Gratitude changes what comes towards you. All right. So make sure you're being grateful for even the smallest things. And I also feel like it's just a time for you to worry about you. Like some of us in the collective so damn worried about somebody else or talking about somebody else. You got some shit to work on within you. All right. So 2 more cards. I have the mindful message here. 333 on the clock. All right. And another 33. So 33333. Some of you all could be seeing that angel number. But we have magic here. There's magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidence, I see evidence of life's synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It's way more fun that way. So believing that magic is around you and that it's near you and miracles are coming, that's a part of your, you know, your new moon, you know, manifestations, all right? Seeing the magic. Maybe some of you may need to manifest that you do see the magic more. 1717 on the clock. And then I pulled a Miracles Now card, and it says, I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. So even though you may be emotional, you're being called to ground yourself, look within, declutter former ways of thinking that God, Source, Spirit, Universe has said that you've outgrown. All right. Release some judgment that you're having towards yourself and others, and be grateful and know that you're allowed to use your emotions in a positive way. You make decisions from a place of your intuition and, you know, with power, because sometimes people will try to play with you and try to make you feel like you don't know what you know, and you know what you know. You know what you know. All right, collective. So that is what I have for you. Please watch this. You know, I'm saying please watch this at the end. Like, what sense is that big? But anyway, I hope y'all liked the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and, you know, I'll be back to do more love readings for the week. Okay? Love y'all. Thank you for being here. Bye.